me.
Hello everyone, my name is Hecthor Doomhammer, and welcome to the end of the year vlog of 2017. And I honestly wasn't too sure that I could be making it still in December. I thought that I had to postpone it to January, but I'm glad I'm able to make it. I hope that you've missed me, because I most certainly have missed you. I hope that you've had a fantastic Christmas or Hanukkah or whatever it is you celebrate. If you celebrate something, and if you didn't, hope you still had a fantastic time. And in advance, I hope that you will have a very safe passage into 2018. I most certainly will, because as per usual, I'm not buying any fireworks because I feel I'm a little too old for that. And I can spend my money on way more important stuff, such as beer. Now, while it has been a while since the last time that I posted the vlog, that I sat down in front of the camera and talked to you guys, I have made a post on my SWR subforum, which I will leave a link in the movie description to, where I discussed my hiatus. I have been on a hiatus since mid-October, I believe. I did make one more video with the Mental Omega Allied Mission Stormbringer, which was my brainchild. I just really wanted to make a video about me playing that mission. And I was glad that I was able to do it on Mental and just in the nick of time under part-time. But for those that don't want to read a too long didn't read kind of message, because it was pretty long, let me break it down to you. I have a PC that is 8 years old and is constantly dying on me. And I now have to look to the left. As you see, I have a bit of change of scenery. I'll talk about it later. So the PC is reason one. Reason two is the YouTube Ad-pocalypse, where videos that I upload get instantly demonetized or deemed not suitable for all advertisers, and thus I won't be able to make as much money off of them. As well as the Twitch and YouTube lack of viewership. I also recently posted a video where I discussed the reason why I wasn't posting any Rises of the Reds or Contra videos in regards to replays. And I'm really sad to report that ever since, nobody sent anything in. So with nothing being sent in for me to cast, I don't have anything to cast, meaning that I'm not gonna cast, meaning that you won't have your videos. So that contributed to my hiatus as well. There was also the case that during that period, on the moment that I wrote the topic, I already knew that on November 1st I was going to regain full control of my bank accounts, and I just needed some time to focus all of my energy on making sure that that was sorted out. And I am happy to report that it is. I'll talk about that in detail a little further down the line. And last but not least, also the fact that I was still working a part-time job in the evening, while I much rather would use the evenings for streaming, but I can't because of work. So with all of that combined, I just decided that I needed a break, a very long break, a break until I had a new PC that was for me the minimum requirement before I would get back into the swing of things. And boy, do I have some good news for you. Now, I'm fairly certain that all of you know what the YouTube Ad-pocalypse is. And if you don't, look it up. I'm not going to talk about it because I've wasted enough energy on it already. As I've also wasted enough energy on discussing why there has been no Rise of the Reds content. So I just want to get that behind me and hope that in the near future we can just get back into the swing of things. Because I came to understand that, especially with the Life is Good patch that the community is making for Rise of the Reds 1.87, that there's actually a bit of an active community again. So I'm gonna eventually see what I can do there, because I definitely want to continue streaming Rise of the Reds. I want to make videos on that. And with Mental Omega, nothing has changed. I still like it, I still play it when I can, and I just needed a break from everything from Twitch. I just needed some time to fully focus my time and energy on my personal issues. And of course, as I mentioned, the PC that was dying on me, which I now have to look to the left to. Like I mentioned, a bit of change of scenery behind me, because I have actually moved my entire setup over with, allow me to show you, if I can. There's the microphone, so I'm actually not using the arm again anymore. It's over there, but doesn't matter. But a new PC and a new mouse and a new keyboard and an actual monitorception. And yeah, my laptop is here as well. So yeah, I basically moved my dinner table over today, just today. So I moved my dinner table over to where I want to eventually have a desk. Sorry about that. So this dinner table is gonna go eventually. I'm gonna replace it with a proper desk, because my dinner table over there served me as my desk, where I had my laptop, where I would have my keyboard, mouse from my old PC, and I would use my TV as my monitor. Now, I actually hooked up this new PC to my monitor already, but the outer couple of pixels, and I'm talking about like the entirety of the taskbar, that wide, was just missing. I couldn't see that, and as well as the other sides were all missing. So I was missing a pretty important part of my screen on my TV. So that's why I decided today that I was gonna buy a monitor, and then I might as well do some extra shopping for just setting up the entire setup the way that it is today. I'll actually post some pictures at the end of the video about the setup. I've also posted some on my Facebook already, so check that out. We'll appreciate if you like it and follow it, because on my Facebook is the first place where I post information about when I stream, what I stream, things behind the scenes, things about personal life, etc, etc, etc. So with this new PC and the specs, I'll figure out the specs, because it's still a whole bunch of mumbo jumbo to me, but I at least know where I can find the specs. I'll post that eventually on my Twitch page, so keep an eye out for that. And yeah, I've already streamed actually. Yesterday I streamed some Carmageddon Reincarnation, just to see can this machine handle it, and it handles it like a boss. So that pretty much brought a smile to my face, and I think that I'll be back on January 8th. I wish to end my hiatus officially on January 8th and stream 3 to 4 times per week. Not every single night, but definitely more than once a week, because now I have the time, and that'll be the next subject. So yeah, I find myself with a lot more time on my hands in the evening, and why is that? Because I have a new job, and I'm actually confident enough in me keeping this job that I'll talk about it as early as I do now. Because on November 6th, I believe it was, I started working at a Japanese company called Koike, and they deal in industrial plasma cutters. They actually assemble them, they build them, and I work in the warehouse. I'll leave down below me here. You'll see some of these plasma cutters. But yeah, that's what I do. I work in the warehouse. I work 38 hours per week, rather than the 20-ish hours I did with DHL. And especially nice because on Fridays, rather than working until 5 o'clock, we work until 2:45 in the afternoon. So we actually have a lot of extra free time on Fridays. I put a smile on my face. And yeah, it's basically 8 till 5 with a total of an hour break. I'm doing well. You know, I'm doing what I love. This is a job that I can see myself doing for a very long time. So I'm excited. Plus the pay, you know, I'm going from $9.25 per hour with some added percentage for like working in the evening, till a steady €11 per hour wage. But basically I end up with a lot more money per week because I just work. And well, that pretty much contributed to me buying the new setup as you have seen this early, because otherwise I would have been on hiatus for a much longer time, because I would be taking so much time saving up the money in order to buy all of this. So yeah, new job, new PC, and newfound energy to stream. So like I said, on Monday, January 8th, I will return to Twitch. What I will be streaming, I don't know yet, because I'm still in the process of installing all of the games and the mods and the shit. So it's probably just gonna be a regular game, but I'm not gonna keep with a schedule just yet. I do eventually want to return to the mod spotlights. I do eventually want to dedicate specific days to specific projects, but no promises just yet, because I actually have found a new hobby. This new hobby of mine started out as a bit of a joke. In late September, I went to a concert of a local band named Thoughtless. I'll link to one of their songs in the movie description. Go check them out, they're awesome. And I'm friends with the bass player, and I also know the drummer and one of the guitarists from a different band that no longer exists, sadly. And I know the other guitar player from a different band. So I'm pretty much like the lead singer is the only person I didn't know beforehand. But I was talking to the bass player after the performance, and I told him that in November, once again, I would go the entire month without alcohol. And as a bit of a joke, he basically suggested that I could drive them, in that case, to their gig on November 4th in Gouda. And I was just like, okay. So after I gave it a bit of a thought, I came back to him and said, like, you know, when I said that, I'm okay, let's do it. Okay, sure. So basically, now I drive the drummer and the bass player from gig to gig and back home, and that was actually kind of fun because the next week both of them had to perform in a different band somewhat closer to home, and they asked if I could drive that as well. I was like, yeah, sure, I've got nothing else to do, I'm not gonna drink, so I might as well just drive you guys, sure. And then somebody else got wind of this. The lead singer of a different band called Morvigor. I will leave a link to one of their songs in the movie description as well. Go check them out. They are awesome. He actually got wind of this and he asked me if I would be willing to drive for him to Leiden. Yeah, well, since I've got nothing better to do on a Saturday, I haven't seen Morvigor in ages. I actually know them from back in 2015. I think I saw them live that moment. Can't remember, it's been too long ago, but anyway, I wanted to see them live again, so I said, you know what, sure. I knew that they had released an album just a week before, so it was a good opportunity to catch up with them again, and it was great, And after that, I pretty much decided that, you know, I was having such a good time. I was hanging out with people and hanging out with the bands in a way that not many people can say they do. I decided to say, like, okay, let's make it official. I'm now a roadie for local bands. And thus far it has only been those people for those bands, but in 2018 I'm actually hoping to spread out and offer my services to even more bands. So given that they are Dutch, they come from my hometown and they perform in the weekends. Fridays I'll do, Sundays I'll do, as long as it's in North Holland, but the performances have to be in the Netherlands as well. If any of those criteria cannot be met, I'm not gonna drive. Of course, as long as my health is fine and my family don't have any other plans, then I'm free to drive. Because I've actually learned that I don't need alcohol in order to have a good time during a concert. Shut up, phone! So yeah, I've been occupying myself on the Saturdays and also a Sunday with that. So yeah, that's pretty much what has been going on in my life. Lots of positive changes as I've taken some time to think about what I want, saving up money, getting my stuff sorted out. And like I said, I am ready to start streaming again on January 8th. It's on a Monday. Because on the 7th I actually have to drive Morvigor again. So I won't be able to stream then. But anyway, my New Year's resolutions... I want to stream more, definitely. I want to go to more concerts. I hope that I can spread my name as a roadie for the local bands. But really, any goals? Yeah, I hope that I'm able to do a road trip in northern Spain with my best friends sometime this summer. I hope that also sometime this year or next year, probably in October, I'll be able to visit my friends in Sweden again, and to celebrate my parents' 40th anniversary, I'm definitely going to Disneyland in Paris at the end of April. So yeah, I've got some fun stuff to look forward to. And with me coming back to Twitch to stream, and thus YouTube, you've got something fun to look forward to as well. So what are some of your New Year's resolutions? Type them down in the comments, I want to see them. And if you have seen all of this vlog, then the secret word that I also want to see in the comments is debt-free. My name is Hecthor Doomhammer. I hope that you've enjoyed this. I hope that you're ready for 2018 when I come back with streaming. And I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.